Next on Cal High Sports Bay Area, we'll have the title games played all around the Bay Area. We'll have the Open Division title game in the CCS with St. Francis and Los Gatos, NCS playoffs with De La Salle and Foothill, and softball has two of the Bay Area's very best with Mitty and Pioneer going for a CCS title.
We'll have the NorCal Finals for volleyball. We name our Spring Athletes of the Year, and 100 years of coaching. We'll honor three of the Bay Area's very best as they head toward retirement. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area, and it starts right now.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. We start this week with NCS playoff action from Division I. This game featuring Amador Valley from the East Bay League, finishing third in league with some big wins this season.
The Dons meeting the West Alameda County League San Leandro. The Pirates, the 13th seed, taking on 4th seeded Amador Valley in a tight game Wednesday night.
Head coach Lou Cesario's Amador Dons looking on as Mike Bungar's San Leandro Pirates are ready, and also ready was Amador starting pitcher Chase Henley. Big senior doing big things early, and as with San Leandro's Augusta Pineda swinging stuff here, the game was a pitcher's duel 0-0 tie all the way till the 5th inning. And as night fell in that 5th inning, we have Steven Nice of the Dons getting one to fall in center. That's a shot just over the center fielder's head. Nick Pappas scoots around and it's 1-0. AV keeps the line moving. Andrew Crabell slices this one to the opposite field, just stays fair, and that will bring Coltor Gameda home, and Amador takes a 2-0 lead. Still in the 5th here, and the Dons, Jake McIntosh will get a hold of this one. Jake always makes hard contact, and here is no exception. Craybill slides in safely at home. 3-0. But San Leandro comes right back in the 6th. Mike Hildago to right. That will play Bradley Beasley. That's Bradley with 2 E's, no Y. And then Brian Perez will do his job and score Kyle Guerrero from third. Nice hustle here, but Anthony Trucco will make the play for the out. 3-2 Amador lead. AV 2 outs in the 7th. It's Donald Camello on in relief, throws the runner out at first, and that's your final. 4-2 is Amador Valley and Lou Cesario move on to round 2 in NCS.
This is the CCS Division II final between Carmel and Sacred Heart Prep. Top of the 2nd, John Stivers for Carmel. Ropes to double the gap in left center. That brings around Andres Enriquez, and Carter Hayes and the Padres are up 2-0. SHP gets one back in the 3rd. Will Johnston bloops one to the outfield. Andrew Robinson scores to cut the lead to 2-1. We go to the top of the 6th, same score. The Gators turn the 5-4-3 double play as it goes Andrew Doshbach to Mitch Martella to Michael York, and that retires the side. Bottom 6 with the runner at 3rd. Doshbach ropes a double just inside the bag at 3rd. The RBI double scoring pinch runner Jack Malumphey, and that tied the game at 2-all. Next batter is John Van Sweden, and he keeps the line moving. An RBI single brings home Doshbach to give the Gators a 3-2 lead. Gators would add one more to give them a 2-run cushion. Top 7 now, reliever John Bird on the mound, and he shuts the door, and it's dogpile time. Look out, John! The Gators with 3 in the 6th to go on to win the D2 title by a score of 4-2. Andrew Doshbach going 2 for 3 with a double and a run. Freshman Angelo Tonis, the winning pitcher, goes 6 strong innings for the victorious Sacred Heart Prep Gators.
Girls Sports Highlights is presented by Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 volume Toyota dealership in Northern California. Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose. It's where the deals are.
Some rowdy fans cheering on their Cougars. Don't worry, he got right back up after that spill into the action. Newark Memorial wasted no time. Desiree Herrera manages to keep this one fair as Marciela Matos comes home to give the Cougs a 1-0 lead. Yvette Asagueda keeping things rolling with this grounder straight up the middle for a 2 RBI double with Haley Nelson and Marissa Bryant Sepulveda scoring 5-0 home team. Bottom 3 in San Lorenzo's Katria Trailer sacrificing her body and making an unbelievable catch for the out. Top 4 Matos will field it and toss it to Herrera, who gets the out and then slings it to Taylor Jerome for the inning-ending double play. Bottom half of the 4th, and it's Herrera again. This one will drop in shallow right as Asagueda and Matos cross home to make it 8-0, and then it's Jerome getting in on the action. She sends this one to left as Taylor Knudsen scores to give her squad a 10-0 lead, and that will do it as the 3-seeded Cougars win with the same score and advance in the NCS Division II bracket.
Each week we bring you the Players of the Week, brought to us in a wrap by the Hip Hop Department at the Rica Center.
Here are the players we thought were better than all the rest in this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah. It's that time again, your last Cow High Players of the Week. Already? See you next year, check it. The Acalanes Dons have got a jock named Strong. Bird is the word, he got a strong left arm. Pitching at 6'1", 170 pounds. Shut out Alhambra, struck out 7 from the mound. Only 2 hits allowed. Zach is vocal and proud, carries himself like an ace. The way he's moving the crowd, he'll amp you up with some bass. So turn his music up loud. He making noise with his boys, like who's producing the sound.
Lefty pitcher, Armand Saburi, spicing up the game like a full hand of curry. Blurry, pitch so fast, come in a hurry. Spin you around like you just ordered a McFlurry. Game was over as soon as he lay feet on the mound. Complete game shutout, 9 struck out. 0.92 ERA on the year. The boy's real, just a junior, staying clear.
Yeah, those are your last players of the week. We'll be back though. Rocky Center.
Your orthopedic specialists bring us great advice on how to stay healthy while you play sports. Here's Dr. Charles Preston with some advice on that sports physical you'll need to play next season.
On Saturday, July 25th, we'll be opening the facility to student athletes in the Bay Area to come and receive their pre-participation physicals. We're calling this Pass to Play. This is going to be an opportunity for student athletes to come in and have their pre-participation physicals completed before the 2015-2016 school year begins. The pre-participation physicals will cost $30, and that money will be in turn returned to the school that the student athlete came from. To give you an example, a student athlete comes from Monte Vista High School. When they register for the program, that $30 will be returned to the athletic department at Monte Vista High School.
Coming up, it's the game of the year in the CCS as St. Francis battles Los Gatos for the Open Division title.
And San Ramon Valley battles Freedom in the NCS playoffs coming up.
I'm a random windstorm. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, shaky. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be picking up this tab yourself. So get Allstate. You could save some cash and be better protected from mayhem like me.
In Santa Clara, call me, Les Adler.
In Millbrae, contact Matt Schlickoff Insurance.
In San Jose, Santa Cruz, and Milpitas, call me, Robert Verich.
Did you post it?
Done.
How many people are coming?
Lots.
Yeah.
Got it. Done. Done.
Sending you some money.
Thank you.
Done.
Like a lunch bag? Here you go, man.
Thank you.
Done.
On your phone, online, on the go. Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
Strike up the band. Stevens Creek Toyota is ready for another all-star season. We're your home for everything Toyota in the South Bay. Experience Toyota Express service in our beautiful new facility, Fast In, Fast Out service. We have deals to beat the band on Corolla, Sienna, and America's favorite hybrid, Prius. It's a performance you don't want to miss. Now it's Stevens Creek Toyota in San Jose. Visit us online at StevensCreekToyota.com.
We're back at the DGDG.com studio here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with the marquee matchup from the CCS playoffs. Power St. Francis and Los Gatos meeting in the title game. The Lancers from St. Francis won both West Catholic League regular season and tournament titles with a 12-game win streak to get to the title game.
Yeah, and the Lancers playing a Los Gatos team tied for the De Anza Division regular season title and earning the top seed in the Open Division. It's our final Togo CCS Monster game this season. Our Taylor Lambert was there.
Welcome to San Jose Municipal Stadium today for the big one, is the CCS Open Division Championship between the number 1 seed Los Gatos Wildcats and the number 2 seed the St. Francis Lancers. Both teams come in with a couple of studs leading the way. We'll start with the Los Gatos Wildcats. Hunter Biggie, he's a pitcher, ate up a lot of his innings already this playoff, so he's only available for 3 innings tonight, but he is a middle-of-the-order bat. On the other side, in St. Francis, they have Jeremy Idens. He's a pitcher as well, ate up a lot of his innings. He only has 3 innings available. Also a big bat for the Lancers. It is a huge game. It is a huge matchup between 2 great players. It is a huge monster game. The last time I get to say that. Here it is, the monster game.
We start off with some Cats fans. That's my niece, Ava. Looking good over there. Also looking good right off the jump is St. Francis pitcher Andrew Carter, hitting his spots early. He looks really, really good. But not to be outdone is Jake Holton with runners on in the second. He hits the low outside corner. Punch out. Still no score, though. Runner on second in the fourth inning now. Fly ball to center. We talked about Jeremy Idens in the pregame, and now we get a look at his defense. Nice catch there by Jeremy into the fifth inning now as the night falls, and we finally get a run on the board. Johnny Mendoza, I love this guy. Great catcher, great bat. To score here as Andrew Martinez gets around the tag. So it's 2-0, still in 1 out in the inning. 2 runners on, but Ryan Galt fields it over to Matt Wilcox at short, who makes a nice turn to Zach Smits, and the threat is over. Next inning now, and the Cats come right back with 2 runs of their own. Ryan Galt with a shot up the middle, plates Matt Wilcox and Grant Rosenbaum, and that ties it up. But not to be outdone in the 6th, Andrew Martinez, he had a huge game. No bigger than this one right here. Connor Thane and my boy Jeremy Idens are played in. It's 4-2 Lancers. Then right after that, my other boy, Johnny Mendoza, strikes out, but he gets his hustle on. My third boy, Andy Martinez, comes in from third, and it's 5-2. 7th inning, 2 outs. St. Francis on the verge of a CCS title. Ground ball to Blake Diggle at first, and he diggles it off the ground, tags first base. And that's your ball game, people. Andrew Carter with a complete game as he earns the win. But no other player affected the game like Andrew Martinez. A big boy game. We hear from the new champion after the game.
Team came out, did great. Just trying to stick with our coach. That coach has sought out for us all year. Just saw pitches and jumped on it. So hard for us, you have no idea. So much, we're just trying to enjoy the night and get ready back for next season.
In San Jose with the Togo's Monster Game, I'm Taylor Lambert, Cal Sports Bay Area.
First round of the NCS Division I playoffs featuring Freedom and San Ramon Valley. Top 1 AJ Cassini rips one to center. He would go 3 for 3 on the day, but unfortunately nobody else for Freedom would reach base via a hit. Bottom 1, Greg Lowe gets some good wood on this one. It is caught, but is deep enough for Connor Doyle to score and give SRV a 1-0 lead. Joey Matulovic had it rolling like usual for SRV on the mound. He would strike out the side here in the second inning, giving him 5 Ks through 2 innings. Bottom 4 now, Doyle rips the single to right. Coming in to score is Blake Harrison, and that made it 2-0 SRV. Later, Ray Soderman hits one to short. Falcons look to turn the double play, but a great hard slide by Alex Teserta allowing Soderman to reach and Vinny Margiotta to score, making it 3-0. And that's all the support Matulovic would need. He strikes out the side again in the 7th as he would go the distance for the Wolves. A complete game shutout. Only 3 hits given up and 11 strikeouts, guiding the Wolves to a 3-0 victory and on to the next round of the NCS Division I playoffs. Each week we bring you the Wingstop Coach of the Week Award, the winning coach to receive dinner at your local Wingstop restaurant. Wingstop, for people who demand flavor in everything they do. This week we honor Carlmont head coach Rich Valero.
Coach Valero and the Scots had an outstanding season, winning 2 playoff games after taking the regular season league title. As Coach of the Week, Coach Valero gets a Wingstop gift card and tickets to an upcoming Oakland A's game as Coach of the Week.
Coming up, the Spring Players of the Year for the NCS.
But first, here is our Allstate Insurance Top 10 Girls Softball Poll.
Yeah, I didn't really, it didn't click why it happened first, and then I kind of thought about it, and I was like, well, I was running on treadmills with Phil a month before season, so it helps. I improved my sprints by 5 seconds, and then I was always kind of mid-pack on my team, and then once I came here, I noticed that I was really beating people up and down the court. One day we would come in and we'd do leg strength and work on agility and stuff, and then the other days we would run on the treadmills and work on speed. If you want to be the best at what you do, you have to put your time in, and there's no better place to do it than here.
Looking for a way to be active and have fun? Learn to play hockey for free at Silver Creek Sportsplex. Beginner programs for children, teens, and adults make it easy to get started. We'll teach you how to skate, hold a stick, handle the puck, and play the game. And yes, it's free. We even lend you all the gear at no charge. It's a ton of fun and a great workout too at Silver Creek Sportsplex, your destination for sports, fitness, and fun for the whole family.
Introducing new luxury loungers at Cinemark, featuring electric-powered recliners, cup holders, and footrests. Oversized, plush, comfortable seating. Now there's a new way to sit back, relax, and enjoy your movie. Visit Cinemark.com to find a location near you.
We are the James Logan Cheerleaders. We are Cal High Sports.
Back at the Sportsplex, and time to announce our Players of the Year for the spring season. All of the athletes honored last week at our end of the season awards banquet.
Yes, they were. First up, the top athletes from the NCS.
Joe Demers, College Park High School.
The NCS Baseball Player of the Year is College Park's Joe Demers. The senior pitcher and infielder was dominant for the Falcons on the mound with a 9-2 record, pitching 65 innings, giving up just 5 earned runs and striking out 73 with a .54 earned run average. Demers was just as good at the plate with a .327 batting average with 29 hits and 25 RBIs. Joe will play next season on scholarship at the University of Washington.
We've had a good year so far. We've came together. We've been playing since we were 8 years old, so it's been a close group, and it's showed on the field. No, I just try and go out there and compete every game, just like everyone else on our team does, but very unselfish. I think that's how we win a lot of games. It's a big honor. Everyone knows what Cal High Sports is, and so I'm very honored.
Danielle Williams, Amador Valley.
The NCS Softball Player of the Year is Amador Valley's Danielle Williams. Just a freshman, Danielle was amazing on the mound for the Dons this season. Danielle won 17 games this season with a .94 ERA, giving up just 65 hits in 119 innings with 190 strikeouts. Danielle was also terrific at the plate, hitting .518. Danielle has committed to playing at the University of Missouri when she graduates in 2018.
I also love the pressure. It makes the game so much more fun, and just feeling it is just awesome. And it definitely helps me with my performance. Our team bonding is awesome, which definitely helps with everything on the field and off the field. And we all have the same amount of want to win, so it's awesome.
Yize Dong, Campolindo High School.
The NCS Scholar athlete is Yize Dong from Campolindo. The outside hitter for the volleyball team is a one-man wrecking crew on the court. Yize is a high-flying kill machine who dominated at the net. Yize was great defensively, recording one block after another. Yize was also powerful while serving. Yize led the Cougars to a league title with a 32-3 regular season record. Yize was even better in the classroom with a 4.3 grade point average. He will attend MIT next year.
It's always not easy to balance academics and sports, but it's a lot of fun to be playing on the guys. So for me, really, it's just taking a break from academics when I play volleyball. It's just I take a step away from everything from the studying, from all the memorizing the equations and whatnot, and I just have fun with the guys, and it just works out for me. Really, I don't think it's an individual thing. I think the team, definitely. I've been very blessed to be part of Campolindo Volleyball. It has a history of success, and I feel like I'm just part of the ride.
The Tutoring Club is here each week with great advice on how to get yourself in the best position so you can get to the college of your choice. Here's Mike Flynn to answer the question, did you know?
Hi, I'm Mike Flynn, owner of the Tutoring Club, and this is this week's Did You Know? Do you know the ACT is now the nation's most popular college admissions test? Since 2012, more students have taken the ACT than the SAT. The ACT is not necessarily easier or harder than the SAT, just different. If you would like to try and take an ACT or practice SAT, go to tutoringclub.com, search for the location nearest you, and we'll be happy to help.
Coming up, the NorCal final in volleyball with St. Francis, the top seed.
And later, the plays of the year for the spring season as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues.
No way. Barb,
This has got to be a mistake. The Benson kid on the honor roll? I had him in class last year. The kid barely passed.
No, that's right. He's one of my math whiz kids.
No way.
His parents sent him to tutoring club over the summer.
Huh?
Smart kid.
Smart parents.
It's not your fault your child is falling behind, but it is your call. Call Tutoring Club today. A class above, guaranteed.
Imagine a workplace that supports creativity and collaboration, a hospital that nurtures and promotes healing, a classroom that encourages active learning. Imagine one workplace. Furniture, architectural products, technology, and design. One workplace, we make it possible.
Order online at Wingstop.com and get that flavor you crave. Wingstop. Get at it.
Coming to Stanford Stadium, the biggest rivalry in Major League Soccer on Saturday, June 27th, presented by PG&E. Robbie Keane, Omar Gonzalez, and the LA Galaxy return to the Bay Area to take on Chris Wondolowski, Clarence Goodson, and your San Jose Earthquakes. Don't miss what will be another heart-stopping installment of the California Classico. Immediately following the match, salute the troops with the biggest fireworks show in the Bay Area. Visit SJEarthquakes.com to secure your tickets today.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By the Rika Center, where goals and dreams become reality. By Mira Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading edge care to athletes of all ages. By Tutoring Club, expert tutoring and test prep for all ages. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 dealership in Northern California. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. And by Allstate, you're in good hands with Allstate.
In Alameda, call me, Asa Noble.
In Saratoga, see me, Dave Gragnola, and
Go Falcons! Back at the Sportsplex with the final game in the NorCal Volleyball Finals. The St. Francis Lancers were very strong all season long and looked just as powerful, winning the CCS title and earning the top seed in NorCal.
The Lancers meeting NCS champ Deer Valley in the final game played on Saturday night.
St. Francis looking to add another title to their illustrious trophy case. First set is Eric Reitmeyer plugging the hitting lane, and St. Francis led early on 4-3. Later, it's more good blocking by the Lancers, this time in the form of Steve Deneen. What a beast on the right side. 11-9 Lancers, but then Avery Aylesworth goes outside and Noah Stapes, and Noah makes no mistake. Lancers take set 1, 25-16. In the second set, Aylesworth with a great dig. Kevin Cervantes out to Deneen. Oh, Stevie, stop it. It's too much. Deer Valley trying to hang around. Jacob Evans out to Jordan Ewert for the kill. However, St. Francis took set 2, 25-15. Third set, Lancers well in control, so we have a little fun. Check out Aylesworth. The little guy gets up for the block and then for good measure puts it to the ground. Love the little guys getting up. Then Aylesworth to Xander Jimenez for the kill. St. Francis wins it in straight sets, capturing the NorCal title. Afterwards, we caught up with the boys.
After capping off a great season in dominating fashion, we have the St. Francis boys volleyball team. Guys, make some noise. Yeah! Center Avery Aylesworth. Avery, I'm jealous of your job. You have one of the greatest jobs ever because of the amount of weapons that you have on your team. Talk about your hitters.
I mean, you got our big middle linebacker for football, Steve Deneen, putting in work day in and day out. You got 6'3", Xander Jimenez, gets workhorse first. You got Wyatt Johnson, Cooper Diamond, Eric Reitmeyer all in the middle. You got Noah Stapes and Aiden Dillon on the pins. It's just it's unbelievable the kind of talent we have in our team.
I mean, that's it? You don't have anything more?
I mean, we got Curtis at the center, we got Aiden Olander at libero, we got Estefan Madan, Alan Hogue, my boy Kenny Cervantes at libero. We're all over the place.
In the middle here we have Xander Jimenez, Talk about the 1-2 punch that you and Steve have provided all year.
You know, we have a great squad on this team. You know, it's what we are able to be so good is because we can push each other. You know, every time we go to practice, having Steve on the outside, we always come. He's my number one competition, so, you know, it makes me work harder than everybody else.
Talk about Coach. You know, it's one thing to have all this talent, but it's another thing to be able to utilize it. Talk about what they've done all year.
You know, they've prepared us as much as they can. You know, they drills and practice, you know, they make us what we are today.
Over here we have Steve Deneen. And Steve, my volleyball coach in high school told me whenever he sees a great volleyball player, he goes, that guy volleyball is good. You volleyball good, my friend. Talk about, you know, the dominance that you've had all year. You're West Catholic League Player of the Year, and, you know, this game, or this match specifically, you really dominated from the start to finish.
Really just came out with, you know, the football mentality. Got a one-on-one matchup, I'm going to win that matchup. And so it really just came out with that mentality and worked hard, been working hard all year, and excited to get the opportunity.
Well, that's going to do it from Dublin High School. Guys, congratulations. Enjoy it.
The top-seeded San Benito Baylors looking for their 9th CCS title in the past 10 years, taking on third-seeded Wilcox. Pick things up in the second as Brittany Rossi comes up with the bags juice. She slaps one to left, scoring as Yurixa Gonzalez 1-0 San Benito. Third inning now, and Callie Heen steps in and she bloops one to shallow left that falls in. Susie Brookshire reads it all the way and scores from first to double the Baylor's lead. Still in the third now, and it's a 3-0 lead, but not for long as Riley Robinson dumps one into shallow right to plate Gonzalez, and it's now 4-0 San Benito. The hits would keep on coming in the Baylor third as Brookshire digs in for her second at bat of the inning, and she doesn't miss this one. The .543 hitter sends one deep into the gap in left center, bringing home two more to complete the 7-run inning. It's 8-0 San Benito. Wilcox would charge back, though, now trailing 8-3. Natalie O'Connor steps up, slices it down the right field line. 2 runs come around to score. O'Connor slides safely into third with a triple. It's now 8-5. But the early hole would be too much to climb back from as Sarah Rickard squeezes the line drive for the final out, and the celebration is on. The Hay Baylors are once again the CCS Division I softball champs.
Cinemark joins us this week with your chance to win movie passes to your favorite theater. Cinemark introducing new luxury loungers now at Century Theaters in Danville and Mountain View. Answer our trivia question on Twitter or on Facebook, and you could get free passes to the great summer movie of your choice. The answer to last week's question is Steven Spielberg from Saratoga High School. He directed Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Here's the new question. What graduate of Redwood High School starred in the movie Good Will Hunting? You can answer on Twitter or Facebook. Please use the @CalHighSportsBA and Cinemark tags.
Coming up, the final game in the CCS Division I bracket. It was a crazy one.
And we announce our CCS Players of the Year next.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. By Lexus of Stevens Creek. Lexus of Stevens Creek is once again sponsoring this year's Volunteer Scholarship. 5 scholarships with a total of $10,000 will be handed out at the annual Cal High Sports Banquet. By Albany's Construction. No job too big or too small, we just get it done. By Calpine. Calpine is proud to sponsor Cal High Sports Bay Area. Calpine, a generation ahead today. And by Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate.
In San Mateo, call me, Michael Glazer.
In San Leandro, call us at Agency Insurance Services.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex and the wild and wacky Division I bracket in the CCS. All the top seeds dropped out early, leaving the semifinals with 7th-seeded Pioneer as the top seed of the Final Four.
The final game featuring the 7th-seeded Mustangs and 16th-seeded Piedmont Hills Pirates on Saturday afternoon.
The ultimate Cinderella story as Piedmont Hills enters the final game as the 16th seed, and the Pirates proving right away they belong. Cameron Castaneda had a huge game for the Pirates, lacing this one to the wall. Jordan Leffler scores 1-0 Pirates. Still top of the first, and Evan Williamson takes this one to left center. Scoring is Castaneda, and it's 2-0 Piedmont Hills. Infield in for John Kelly, who takes advantage and sneaks it through the middle. Scoring are Williamson and Dom Pedraza. 4-0 Pirates after 1. In the second, it's Castaneda again, this time blasting it deep to the left field all the way to the wall. Leffler scores, and the Pirates were on their way. Pioneer trying to keep pace. A great defensive play here from Zach Silva. He is a good one. But the Pirates played some D as well. Jacob Pangelina tags the bag at second, fires over to Kelly at first. It's a double play. More Pirates, and it's Castaneda again, his third double of the game. This a one-hopper to the wall. Pangilinan racing home. It's a 10-run lead in the fifth. Castaneda a chance to close it out here. He gets the strikeout in the dirt. The out is made at first. And the Piedmont Hills Pirates get the team's first ever CCS title. They hadn't won a CCS game before this year. Castaneda was huge on the mound and at the plate. Second baseman Jacob Pangilinan says it was a team effort.
Well, we did play with our hearts. We played our game, and we didn't let the other teams affect us or what everybody else said. We did our Pirate baseball, and that's how we stuck with it all the way through the tournament.
Time now to take a look at all the great plays that amazed us this past spring season.
Our Taylor Lambert put them all together in a little ditty we call the Plays of the Year.
And we'll start it off with a bang. Jeremy Idens of St. Francis. This is a walk-off homer to end a 10-inning game against Valley Christian. Idens, also our co-CCS Player of the Year, and this is what we call a slow-motion Jimmy Jack. Jeremy, just a junior, gonna do it all over again next year, his senior season. Now we switch over to some defense. Reardon's Kobe Allen in center. Zoop! Where did he come from? We'll slow it down for you so you know. Tell your friends he came from the left-hand side of the TV. One of my personal favorites here, Grant Ford in center for Pioneer. Looks like an easy run, but Grant Ford comes up gunning. There should be a different word for this besides gunning, like lasering. Zoom! Patent laser sound right there. Nice tag, Tom Bien. Out to Los Gatos, where Shelby Edwards athletically directs perfectly and Matt Wilcox catches perfectly. Matt Wilcox, that is an athlete. Couldn't have felt good on the landing. Matt has hurdy ribs, I'm sure. Back to St. Francis, and this time's third baseman, RJ Tahiro with the backhand falling to the ground. Makes a strong throw to first to the end of the inning. Reminiscences of Mike Schmidt right there at the hot corner. Now over to the ladies. Taylor Beldy, good first name. Center fielder for Valley Christian comes up lasering. Imagine that. Lasering is already catching on. Zoom! On the hop. Perfect throw in perfect location. That's why you're in Plays of the Year, Taylor. And now for the Play of the Year, Camp Lindo's Miles Harrison. Right field makes this spectacular sliding catch, but remembers there's a runner on third. No problem there. Turns out Miles has a lasery type arm. Great play at the plate, too. Double play the very, very hard way. Really just making it look pretty easy right there. Miles Harris, you just took home our Play of the Year.
Thanks, Taylor. And remember, you can get all sorts of information throughout the week through our social media. We have all of our video elements on the YouTube site. We have over 8,700 followers on Twitter at Cal High Sports BA. And be sure to check in with us on Facebook.
And remember, you can buy full game videos as digital files or on DVD from any game you saw on the show tonight. These are great for your highlight reels with awesome field level shots that really impress college coaches. Order yours now on our website at calhighsportsbayarea.com.
Each week, May Industries honors a team of excellence that is doing great work, just like the construction work being done for more than 40 years by May Industries. This week's team of excellence is the Lowell Cardinal baseball team. The Cardinals won both league and Trans-Bay titles this season in the final year for head coach John Donahue. More on the coach later, but right now the Lowell Cardinals baseball team building a tradition of excellence just like May Industries.
Coming up, the big showdown in softball as undefeated Pioneer takes on Mitty.
And we'll meet our CCS Players of the Year. You're watching the nation's top high school sports show, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
At Club Sports San Jose at Silver Creek Sportsplex, a healthier you is just a few steps away. Because when you exercise, you feel stronger, happier, and energized. Keep motivated with the latest group fitness classes, functional training, and signature member experience that has earned Best Health Club awards year after year. With expert training staff, the latest in fitness technology, and a bright, spacious setting, you'll find the space and support you need to live well. Call today for a tour and a complimentary trial.
The A's are giving away a Sunny Gray garden gnome. Just so happens, I've got the perfect place for it. How's that?
To the left.
The Pinnacle program at Rikers Center for Human Enhancement is an elite system designed for aspiring college-bound and college-level athletes. Pinnacle training includes Olympic lifting and explosive strength training, movement analysis with video feedback, force plate analysis, high-speed treadmills, flume for deloading and recovery, post-physical therapy protocols, and elite internationally credentialed coaches. You got goals? Then come to the Rikers Center.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm not making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
In Saratoga, see me, Dave Gragnola, and
Go Falcons! In Morgan Hill, contact me, Maureen Harris.
Hi, I'm Nor Vogel. You can call me in Los Altos or in Campbell.
Introducing new luxury loungers at Cinemark, featuring electric-powered recliners, cup holders and footrests, oversized, plush, comfortable seating. Now there's a new way to sit back, relax, and enjoy your movie. Visit Cinemark.com to find a location near you.
This is Dr. Michael Miklich of Muir Orthopedic Specialists on the sideline with the Monte Vista High School Mustangs. And you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Back at the Sportsplex with the title game in the CCS Division II softball bracket. This one featuring two of the best teams in the nation.
That's right. The Pioneer Mustangs, ranked number 2 in the nation, had beaten Mitty earlier this year, handing the Monarchs their only CCS loss of the year. The 29-0 Mustangs taking on Mitty in our Togo CCS Monster game. Marissa was there.
Monster game. Yeah. Undefeated and ranked second in the nation, Pioneer boasts a high-powered offense with over 8 girls batting over 300 and a relentless pitcher in sophomore Holly Azevedo. Holly has not allowed an earned run all season long and has struck out over 243 batters. Mitty, on the other hand, is using their early preseason loss to Pioneer as fire to get them going today. Head coach Brian Yockey says he wants quality at-bats, and he knows once the hits start coming that it's contagious. It's Mitty and Pioneer ready to battle in today's CCS Monster game. To the action we go. The Monarchs' Rebecca Ortiz puts the ball in play. Ortiz out at first, but advances Haley Wims to third. Lindsay Jabot connects here. That's going to allow Ortiz to come home, giving the Monarchs a 1-run lead. Holly Azevedo doing her thing. She gets the batter swinging to end the inning. Bottom 2, Michaela Garcia on first for Pioneer. Sydney Freihoff executes the bunt to perfection, advancing Garcia to second, but the Monarchs come right back and answer with 2 outs. Erica Yeager doing her job at first, ending the inning. Mitty looking for some more insurance. Mackenzie Thorpe with the infield hit. She is safe at first. And now with 2 outs, Jabot at bat. She makes contact. The throw to first gets away. Thorpe gets sent home. However, catcher Alex Luna makes a spectacular play for the out at home to keep Mitty within 1. Top 4, Desiree Severance liking what she sees. Severance with a base hit to center. 1 out for the Monarchs. The ball is popped up. The Stings' Maddie Carlson making moves. She tags the runner and gets to first base for the inning-ending double play. Carlson keeping her team alive. Bottom 6, Pioneer feeling the pressure. Caitlin Weiser lays it down. She beats the throw to first, and the Mustangs are back in contention. Still in the 6th bases loaded, Stephanie Cristo in at pitcher, and she gets the much-needed strikeout to end the inning. Shout out to head coach Brian Yockey, his last pregame jog to third for his inning ritual. Bottom 7, last chance for the Stings with a runner on 2 outs. The ball is hit. Maddie Kim completes the throw to first, and the Monarchs win the game with the final of 1-0. Mitty's 4th Division II CCS title in the last 5 years.
I just wanted to, get the grounders. I know I have an awesome defense, so I know if something got hit to them, it was going to be fine. So that was my mindset. I knew they were going to have it. Between innings, I would go out and practice pitching, and I always just had the mindset ready to go in and ready to finish what we started. We love Coach Yockey. So yeah, it means everything. He's going to whip those boys into shape. Yeah.
Time now to announce our CCS Players of the Year.
It's always a tough decision, and sometimes you have a tie. Here are the CCS Spring Players of the Year.
Hunter Biggie, Los Gatos High School.
The CCS Baseball Player of the Year is a tie. First off is Los Gatos pitcher and hitter Hunter Biggie. Hunter had a Biggie year for the Wildcats. On the mound, Hunter was great with 9 wins and a .74 earned run average. At the plate, Hunter was a hitter with a .416 batting average with 36 hits, 36 RBIs, and 3 home runs. Hunter led the Cats to a share of the De Anza League title and into the CCS playoffs. Just a junior, Hunter will be back at Los Gatos again next season.
I think I've gotten smarter as a pitcher. Freshman year, I kind of just got out there and tried to throw as hard as I can, and now I'm kind of more focused on getting movement with my fastball and locating everything, getting ahead in the count. It's been an awesome season. It's been really fun so far. I've been really lucky to have some good games under my belt, and yeah, I just have to keep working hard and hopefully we can win CCS this year.
Jeremy Idens, St. Francis High School.
The other CCS Baseball Player of the Year is Jeremy Idens from St. Francis. Jeremy led the Lancers to a regular season West Catholic League title with great pitching and hitting. Idens was 4-3 with a 2.52 ERA. At the plate, Idens was clutch, hitting .438 with 39 hits, including this walk-off home run in a big league game. Idens is also a junior. He is committed to UCLA, but will be back with the Lancers next season.
I've been lucky. You know, I've had some good breaks go my way, and I've had some great defense. So it's just been a really fun experience. You know, Coach Peeney, Coach Smith, and Coach Oakland have really done a great job with me and helped me out a lot. And you know, I think I've just done a good job so far. You know, it's a great achievement, and you know, it's something I can build off of and keep working hard.
Holly Azevedo, Pioneer High School.
The CCS Softball Player of the Year is Pioneer's phenomenal sophomore, Holly Azevedo. Holly was perfection this year for Pioneer, winning 24 games without giving up a single earned run in 144 innings pitched, with 211 strikeouts. Holly was a big reason why the Mustangs were ranked among the top teams in the nation. At the plate, Holly was really good with a .366 batting average. Although she is committed to UCLA, the sophomore will be back for her junior season next year at Pioneer High.
It's amazing. We, as a team, our chemistry is amazing. Playing with all my friends just makes it that much better. Why I choose UCLA? Oh, they are it's an amazing school. I mean, I love the coach, the team, everything. The whole school is perfect. It was a good fit for me.
Caitlin Schiffauer, Los Altos High School.
Our NCS Scholar athlete is Los Altos softball player Caitlin Schiffauer. The Eagles infielder was awesome at the plate and in the field. As a hitter, Caitlin had a .519 batting average with 40 hits and 24 RBIs. In the classroom, Caitlin was equally stellar with a 4.7 grade point average. She will attend Harvard University next year to play softball and major in computer science.
The help of my parents, it's been really great. They've been so supportive of me and I've always known that academics come first. But Los Altos has also done a great job with Coach Tom Barrera, allowing us to always put academics in front of everything else, but also fostering the idea of we need to be competitive here at school too. I think Harvard, it's going to be such a huge adjustment, but at the same time they still put academics before sports there too. So in that way, like, I won't have to be putting softball before my education, because that's what and then at the end of the day, I'm going to walk away with. I'm going to walk away with a degree from Harvard.
Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field. Tonight, we honor Michael Woodworth from Alameda. The Hornets won a big league game, and Michael was sliding into home safe, a big part of the Hornets' winning effort. Michael Woodworth doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Coming up, back to NCS baseball with De La Salle and Foothill.
But first, here is our final Allstate Insurance Top 10 baseball poll.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By the Del Gran Dealer Group. Go to DGDG.com and be a happy car buyer. By Wingstop. Bring more flavor to your big event with Wingstop, the wing expert. By Club Sport Fitness at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. Visit clubsport.com for a 3-day trial pass. By Catering by 5. Outstanding meals for your next party wherever it is. Catering by 5, High Five Pizza, and High Five at the Plex. And by Tony and Alba's Pizza and Pasta. Come check out our sports event packages.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with action from the NCS Division I bracket, with top-seeded De La Salle meeting 9th-seeded Foothill.
Yeah, the seeding might make this seem like a mismatch, but in the regular season, Foothill beat De La Salle in their first meeting, with the Spartans winning the second matchup in extra innings. Would the Spartans advance to the semis? Let's see. The top-seeded De La Salle Spartans taking the field against league rival Foothill. The Falcons threatening early with a runner on, but Justin Hooper gets the one-hopper to Armani Smith, over to Kevin Sandry to Blake Ogburn, a double play. The Spartans strike first as Andrew Schatz rips it to short and gets a home field hop that allows Sandry to score 1-0 Spartans after 3. Runner at third, 2 down for Foothill in the 5th as Jake Bauer hits a sinking liner to center, but a great diving catch by Michael McAdoo to save a run. A huge play there, because in the 6th, 2 on for Foothill as Vince Tanasawa sends a rocket to left over the field to Ryan Probst is home. Also scoring is Sam Nowitzki, and Foothill has a 2-1 lead, but the Spartans tie the game in their half of the 6th. First batter is Joe Vranish, and he sends this one high and deep and just fair and left. The ball will vanish for Vranish. It's a solo shot, and we're tied at 2-all. It looked like the Spartans would take the lead here as Sandry takes this one to the gap in right center. Racing around third and apparently scoring is McAdoo, but the umpire says he missed third base. The run does not count, and we stay tied at 2-all. But in the bottom of the 7th, base is loaded for Vranish, who sends it plenty deep enough to right. Tagging and scoring is Charlie Zakowski, and De La Salle advances to the semifinals with the 3-2 win. The Spartans to meet Amador Valley next week.
The starting lineups for both the Falcons and the Wildcats getting announced for these squads square off in an NCS battle. Doherty Valley's ace and Stanford-bound Carolyn Lee got cooking early. Here she is finishing off the top half of the first with strikeout number 3. Bottom 1 and Lee going to work at bat as she gets this one through for a single, advancing Kelsey Nelson to third, and then on the very next batter, Nelson will score on this pass ball to put the Wildcats in front 1-0. Bottom 3 in College Park's freshman Gabriella Zagone bringing the heat, freezing the batter for out number 3, keeping it just a 1-run game. We head to the 6th, and the Falcons trying to get a rally going, and Sophie Domanicus helping the cause as she gets this one to drop in left for the single, but the Falcons can't capitalize. To the 7th, then it will be DV's Lee going the distance as she gets the batter swinging for the final out of the game as the 8-seeded Falcons advance with a 1-0 final. I met up with the squad after the game.
I am here with the Doherty Valley Wildcats, who are fresh off a 1-0 victory. Let's meet them. Katrina Galloway, as I said, a 1-0 victory. Very exciting as it came down to the wire. What were you guys kind of doing, to keep you guys cool, calm, and collected during the end of that game?
Well, during the end and throughout the whole game, we were all trying to stay together, keep one-on-one with all of us, and keep up the cheers in the dugout just to make sure everyone was all together.
And you guys are a high-scoring team. Coming into this game, you've outscored your opponents 150 runs to just 47. So this was kind of a different type of game for you guys. What was the mindset in the dugout?
Well, in the dugout, we had all the wins behind us, but we knew that we had to come out here to just get this one win to move on to the next round. And no matter what happened before, we just had to come out here and start strong over again.
And speaking of such a low-scoring game, Karen Lee, the starting pitcher. What was kind of working for you on the mound today?
It's nice when you have a defense that's there to back you up and know that you can go out and just throw your stuff and know that if something gets past, there's going to be somebody there to back you up.
And you're going to Stanford next year?
Yes.
And, and I heard you have a sister that goes to Cal.
Yes.
Has she given you any pointers for next year?
She kind of, goes with her Cal side, but she said that she'll always come out and root me on. She goes, I will never wear red, but I will root you on.
So they still have a lot more to accomplish. Caitlin Scheid, you guys aren't done yet. What's in store for you guys?
We have our next game, I think Friday or Saturday, and we got to practice and work hard for that next game.
And you guys came out of a very competitive league. Do you think that prepared you for what this type of competition that you're seeing in the NCS?
Yeah, I think it has.
Well, best of luck to the Wildcats. The rest of the way, that does it here for us. Ladies, let's hear it.
The play of the week is just moments away, but for now we found a play that made everyone happy in our DGDG.com Be Happy Play. This week's Be Happy Play goes to Joe Vranish from De La Salle High School. Joe with the big sac fly to allow the winning run to come in. Joe Vranish stepping up big for his Spartans, and that's why he's at the bottom of the dog pile for this week's Be Happy Play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, we say goodbye to 3 of the best baseball coaches in the Bay Area.
But first, here's this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Phil Campbell here, speed technique coach at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, California.
And when we teach speed, one of the most important questions we ask new athletes is, do you remember the day you first learned how to run? When we first learned how to run, we're so weak that we only can run like this. We're not strong enough to position our body like a sprinter. So one of the most important things we do is teach perfect speed technique and body mechanics. If you notice this picture here of the 100-meter sprint start, it will look like athletes are actually jumping into a swimming pool. This is not a natural process. You have to learn how to run fast with speed mechanics.
We end tonight with the end of 3 prestigious coaching careers. 3 men who have each given more than 3 decades of their lives to coaching young men.
We honor them tonight as we say goodbye for this season and look forward to being back here again next year for our 14th year of Cal High Sports Bay Area. We'll see you then.
What can you say to 3 coaches who have dedicated their adult lives to coaching baseball? Lowell's John Donahue shows the sign of 33 years of coaching varsity baseball, limping his way through another game. Donahue feels privileged to have had the life of a successful coach.
Not everybody gets to drive through Golden Gate Park and be out in the beautiful sunshine and get some great effort. And I live only 3 blocks from here, and it's great to be able to come back out here and coach baseball like Jim Keating did when I went to St. Ignatius, when he let me be bat boy after I got cut. I learned so much from him, including drills we still run here at Lowell.
Donahue has had great success, twice winning the Trans Bay Series 3 times in a row, including just 2 weeks ago when Donahue won it again in his final game as coach. So will he miss coaching?
A lot. You know, I've done this for 33 years, a third of a century, and but we're turning it over to good people that played in the program before.
For Donahue, it's the players he will miss most.
The fact that the kids are so good to work with, and when we travel, I have never any problems. This year we're down in San Diego, and the people who ran the hotel said it was the most courteous group of kids they ever had from a sports team. So from that standpoint, they come away knowing that with the GPA of 3.54, that they're going to continue to do well wherever they go.
Highlight of his career being able to play for Coach Goulding his last year.
John Goulding has coached varsity baseball for 34 years, the last 23 at James Logan. Goulding has a calling with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes that he wants to pursue full-time.
I've been working with them, doing their camps, doing missionary work in the Dominican Republic with an organization called Meeting God in Baseball. I'm just really feeling the pull to move into missionary work.
Goulding is also hugely successful with numerous league titles and 2 section titles.
The first one in 2001 was kind of expected. We were very, very good. We had very deep pitching. We had great players at every position. And then in 2011, we weren't the best team on paper. It was a team that just fought hard and played big games, and that was I think 2011 is probably the most gratifying.
But for Goulding, the best moments are when the athletes come back.
They're thankful, grateful, great citizens, coaching, many of them. So.
And you're emotional about that, because to you that's what it's all about, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Mitty High School has also seen great success with their head coach, Bill Hutton, leaving after 33 years of coaching.
All I ever wanted to do was play or coach. When I got done playing, it was time to coach.
Hutty's career is highlighted by one magical season.
I remember 2010 when we hit the jackpot and won the round robin, the tournament, the CCS, state #1 ranked team and #1 team in the nation. That was kind of a thrill ride that you couldn't have anticipated.
Hutton's 2 children were on the field that day celebrating the win. His son Billy has seen a lot of baseball. Now he will see a lot more of Dad.
Afternoons and the summers will be spent with my family, getting them where they need to get or being there for them to help with homework and projects. I've been able to do that yet.
For Hutton, too, it's the players who come back that mean the most.
You get kids that come back and tell you what they're doing with their lives. And those are the best memories. You know, the policeman in San Francisco who comes back and says, the things you taught me, I'm teaching my kids.
So as the 3 fine coaches walk away from the game, they all walk toward a new life, a time to relax, a chance to follow a calling, an opportunity to be with your family. 3 fine coaches with 100 years of dedication to coaching young men. What else can you say but thank you?